Good afternoon. We are watching a few scattered showers and thunder showers this afternoon, becoming more widespread late tonight. 60 the low in Sioux Falls, 58 in Aberdeen, 57 in Pierre, and 48 in Rapid City. Tomorrow, a few of those scattered showers lingering around in the morning, a little bit of a break in the early afternoon before they redevelop to late tomorrow afternoon. 72 the high Sioux Falls, 70 in Aberdeen, 68 in Pierre, and 60 in Rapid City. I'll take a closer look at your Mother's Day weekend coming up. KELOLAND's First at 4 starts right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, KELOLAND News First at 4.
Nearly 1 year after a derecho and tornadoes left destruction across KELOLAND, a family is opening up about losing a loved one in the storm.
Plus, it's a decades-long mystery that has finally come to a close as technology helps to identify a man found nearly 50 years ago. And
later this weekend is all about celebrating the release of 3 new albums, all from local artists. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. An unknown man now has a headstone with his name on it in Pierre. In 1976, a man drowned in the Missouri River, but investigators couldn't identify him at the time.
And thanks to modern technology, the unknown man has been identified now as 39-year-old Stephen Earl Boyce. His last known address was Seattle, Washington. The Stone family has tended to his grave over the years.
It's a relief to know that he has been identified. And that we're able to do these things even after so many years.
Coming up on KELOLAND News at 5, we'll talk with the special agent who reopened the cold case in 2020.
We have an update on that person who was found dead yesterday during a call to a fire in eastern Sioux Falls. Police say officers found the body of an 86-year-old man in the backyard of the home. Investigators are waiting on an autopsy to figure out how he died, but say that it does not appear to be suspicious. The reward to help police arrest the suspect in connection with the murder in Dakota Dunes has been increased. The family of Jordan Beardshear is now offering $7,500 for information that leads to the arrest of Alfredo Castellanos Rosales. Beardshear's body was found at the Wellington Apartments on April 26th. A few days later, law enforcement put out a wanted poster for the suspect in connection with her death. KELOLAND News spoke with Beardshear's family last night. They described her as being driven, hardworking, and kind.
The Food and Drug Administration loosened restrictions on blood donations by men who have sex with men. It's a change that could ease blood shortages by allowing more people to donate. The FDA said it will recommend a series of individual risk-based questions that will be the same for every donor, regardless of sexual orientation, sex, or gender. Gay and bisexual men in monogamous relationships will be allowed to donate blood. Under current guidelines, men who have sex with men must abstain from sex for 3 months in order to give blood. The FDA says the updated guidelines are based on the best scientific evidence while also maintaining the safety of the blood supply. While there's still time to sign up for the blood drive outside our KELOLAND news station, you can donate blood on Monday, May 15th from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. We have a few appointments still open, mainly in the afternoon. This is part of the Flying for Life blood drive, which is a friendly competition between Avera CareFlight and Sanford AirMed, to see who can get the most people to donate blood.
All right, let's get a check of our weather. Pretty nice day out there.
Yeah, I heard it might take a turn, though.
We are watching a thunderstorm just south of Sioux Falls right now. We're watching the Parker live cam where we can see it's turning dark. The winds are picking up with this storm. The storm is no longer severe, but it still could produce very strong winds and heavy rain at times. We can see just south of Viborg, headed to the northeast, another one popping up in Nebraska that we'll keep an eye on. In western South Dakota, little scattered showers are popping up on the Nebraska border, moving to the north. Those will continue through this afternoon into this evening. Right now, temperatures range widely. 55 in Custer, 84 in Sioux Falls and Mitchell, 77 in Mobridge. For tonight, the lows are going to drop to the 50s and a few low 60s are possible with those scattered showers and thunder showers. This evening, we do have a marginal risk. Those could become severe for hail and strong winds, especially if you are under one of the thunder showers. Tomorrow, much like today, a few morning thunder showers possible, highs in the 60s and 70s, getting a break in the early afternoon before storms redevelop late afternoon into the early evening hours. Tomorrow afternoon into the evening, we do have a marginal to slight risk in south central and southeastern KELOLAND, where we could see hail and strong winds. And on Saturday, highs in the 60s and 70s, a few more scattered showers and thunder showers possible, with another marginal risk in southeastern KELOLAND. I'll take a closer look at Mother's Day in just a little bit.
All right, thanks a lot, Megan. Well, chaos is expected at the southern border when a controversial policy ends tonight.
The Biden administration is planning to use other tools to manage the flow of migrants, and Congress is trying to tackle immigration too. KELOLAND News Washington, D.C. correspondent Hannah Brandt has the details.
We prepared for this moment for almost 2 years, and our plan will deliver results.
The Biden administration admits the end of Title 42 will be challenging, but insists new policies will help.
Our borders are not open. People who cross our border unlawfully and without a legal basis to remain will be promptly processed and removed.
Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas says migrants must first apply for asylum in countries they cross to get to the U.S. border. DHS is also sending thousands of additional workers to the border to help with processing, and it's working on creating more accessible legal pathways to citizenship by updating technology and opening dozens of migration centers in South America.
We are extending an outstretched arm of humanitarian relief to reach people where they are.
Republicans are attacking the Biden administration's plans.
Innocent lives are at stake. Our nation's sovereignty is at stake. We owe it to the American people to tackle Biden's disastrous border crisis.
Congressman Ben Cline is one of the people supporting the new Republican border bill, which would increase border security, make asylum restrictions stronger, and build more of the wall. But Democratic House Leader Hakeem Jeffries calls the Republican border package extreme.
To try to weaponize and politicize the border as opposed to doing something meaningful about it.
That was Hannah Brandt reporting. During Wednesday's GOP leadership news conference, U.S. Senator John Thune criticized President Biden for his handling of the border.
Senator Thune says that this is a disaster of Biden's own making.
That is a catastrophe for the border patrol. It's a catastrophe for the communities along the border, and it's a catastrophe for the American taxpayer.
Senator Thune says Biden had the opportunity to create another rule like Title 42 without Congress, but he decided not to.
U.S. Senator Mike Rounds introduced a bill that would approve a congressional charter to the National American Indian Veterans Organization. A congressional charter gives the organization the legitimacy of being officially sanctioned by the U.S. government.
I think the fact that we have all of our tribes in South Dakota endorsing this legislation, and we have the large tribes across the country also supporting this particular legislation, I think all of that adds to having a pretty good chance of getting it past the House and the Senate this year.
Don Loudner of Mitchell is the national commander of National American Indian Veterans Organization. We'll talk with him about the bill tonight on KELOLAND News at 6.
Coming up after the break.